Goldrick, very low scores, 2 points to 1 over Louis Julie in the semi-final. Tyrone McCulloch, the Northern Irishman, he beat him 4-3 in the quarter-final, and over Jesse Lardy 5-2 in the first round. He's a very defensive-minded fighter, Barry Michael.
Sean McGoldrick, the young 18-year-old, very, very tight defence, as you said, Bruce. He's very cautious. All of his bouts have been relatively low scoring, whereas Manju Wanniarachchi, the 30-year-old veteran from Sri Lanka, really is, he's a great little fighter. His right hand is his signature punch. For our viewers out there, watch the way he throws his right hand. He's going to struggle to get it through McGoldrick's defence, but McGoldrick's also going to find it hard to hold him off, because Wanniarachchi very, very strong indeed, and a pinpoint puncher.
There's our referee, Australia's Stephen Warren, the third man in centering. The bronzes have been decided, Tirafalo Sioko and Louis Julie. Who'll win the gold, who'll win the silver? It's Wanniarachchi in the red and McGoldrick in the blue, Sri Lanka versus Wales.
McGoldrick very patient, very cautious, very tight defence. The Sri Lankan, he's been an absolute pinpoint puncher right throughout the tournament. His right hand...
the right hand is the most textbook straight right hand you could wish to see.
Exactly. Talk about straight down the barrel. There it is there. Didn't land with that one cleanly, but it's powerful and it's straight and it's fast.
And the Welshman counted there and got on the board first. Just wonder with Wanniarachchi whether he might be a little more circumspect today, knowing what a great defensive fighter McGoldrick is.
Yep.
Whether he'll throw as many punches as he has in his earlier bouts.
Very good point, Bruce. I really think he'll be a bit more cautious, but I think as the bout progresses, especially if he gets behind a little bit, you'll see him, he'll have to lift the work rate and rely on that precision right hand we've seen time and again.
Certainly not the pace or the tempo in this bout compared to our first bout of the afternoon between Tony and Barnes. That's to be a lot more of a chess match, Baz.
Yeah, I think it will, Bruce. If we're back to even. Depends on what I reckon. It depends so much in this amateur boxing, the style. It depends so much how you go in the first two rounds, how you tackle the third round. If you've got a clear point lead in the third, by the time you start the third round, it's not that necessary for you to get out there and leave yourself in a dangerous position and open when you're throwing punches. That's when you're more likely to get hit, is when you're actually throwing punches. As we actually saw, Tony was countered beautifully by the Irishman Paddy Barnes when he was attacking desperately.
So Wanniarachchi trying to pierce that very tight defence of McGoldrick, who countered it. I reckon that might have been the body shot again, Barry, that got his second point. So it's a bit of a trend we haven't seen in recent days, with the body shots early on day 8 being recognised.
Very, very true. We've probably seen handfuls of body punches that have been registered by certain fighters that really, when they hit their opponent with a body shot, the opponent obviously buckles, so then the judges are inclined to give them a point, but it certainly hasn't been. And the Welshman goes to a 2-point lead as we're inside 30 seconds remaining. First round, great first round.
But then he wore a right hand on the counter from Wanniarachchi to bring it back to just a 1-point game.
Oh, there's that right hand from Wanniarachchi. Both boys throwing hard punches now. I think you're going to see this pace heat up in the second, Bruce. It was pretty quiet the first minute or so, but now they're starting to let their hands go.
Caution for Wanniarachchi for a punch below the belt. So closing seconds, and for McGoldrick, this has been a very high-scoring round. The most he's scored in any bout has been 5 points, and he's up to 3 at the end of the opening 3 minutes. It's 3 apiece. Wanniarachchi in the red corner and McGoldrick in the blue.
Bit of slow motion action replay here. There's that right hand. Oh, that hurt. That hurt McGoldrick. McGoldrick actually wobbled with that one. That was a bomb, but there's a counter from McGoldrick. Nice little countering punch. But that right hand of Wanniarachchi's hurt McGoldrick.
He did really well to regain his composure so quickly, didn't he? Because he was momentarily stunned.
Yep.
Just ever so slight wobble in the legs.
Credit to his fitness. Fitness helps you a great deal recover from those big shots.
Second round. Manju Wanniarachchi, the 30-year-old Sri Lankan in the red. 18-year-old Sean McGoldrick from Wales in the blue. Judges, the 5 of them at ringside, couldn't separate them over the first 3 minutes, 3 points apiece.
Who's going to take the lead in this second round, or is anyone going to take the lead, or are we going to go down the barrel to a very, very close match indeed? Is someone going to take the advantage in this second round? Is Wanniarachchi going to get on that with that right hand? He was cautious early in the first. He started letting it go. Not that right hand, I think, was pretty light. It's been registered in the scoring punch. It was just dropped over the left hand of Wanniarachchi.
McGoldrick has clearly been busier than we've seen him in his 3 previous bouts. He's got a more attacking mindset to try and counter the Sri Lankan veteran.
Yeah, he's been very, very clever in all his bouts, but as you said, Bruce, this is the gold medal final and he's willing to take more chances. Through the first minute of the second round with just the one scoring punch in this opening set.
I'll make that 2, that short left hand, and again. But a point now to Wanniarachchi, and McGoldrick was a bit stiff not to get another, wasn't it?
Without the Welshman really boxing well, though. He was unlucky there not to get another one.
Wanniarachchi on the attack. All those punches, according to the judges, just came up short or taken on the gloves.
Tell you what, it's dead set. Even at the moment, at one point, the Welshman a point up, but it's anybody's fight at the moment. The strong Sri Lankan there putting the pressure on.
On that occasion, the Sri Lankan could consider himself unlucky. The left appeared to get through, which would have levelled the scores, but no dice.
Both boys missing each other by absolute fractions. So close to nailing each other on a number of occasions.
Just a reminder of the scoring system: minimum 3 of the 5 judges ringside must hit their scoring pad simultaneously for a blow to be deemed a scoring punch.
Wanniarachchi having a lot more trouble getting through the tight guard of Sean McGoldrick.
What a right hand by Wanniarachchi there.
As I said it, he nails it, and that hurt McGoldrick just by his reaction there. The right hand's gone, but he nails
the Sri Lankan.
He nails the Sri Lankan with a ripping right hand. This is unbelievable. It's a right hand clinic from both boxers.
Deep into the second round, 6-5 in favour of Wales. Wanniarachchi chases his opponent around the ring.
30 seconds coming up, second round. Who's going to take the ascendancy here? The Welshman holding on to a 1-point lead inside 20.
It's been a 3-2 round for the Welshman. It was locked up at 3 apiece after the opening 3 minutes, and we're down to the final 10 seconds. And Wanniarachchi still goes headhunting. He can't square it up though, and will he be out of time? Has he got a money punch just before the bell to end the second? He won't. So with 3 minutes remaining, the Welsh teenager Sean McGoldrick takes a 1-point lead into the final break, 6-5 over Manju Wanniarachchi.
You're ahead. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Lovely little right hand there from McGoldrick. Dropped over the top. That was really nice.
What a cracking shot that was, that right hand.
Both boys landing rights at the same time. I think this third and final round, Wanniarachchi is going to really try and put the pressure on. He's behind. He's only behind by a point. But he's tried to outbox McGoldrick, and he's struggling to do it. So I think he's got to try and take him into deep water.
McGoldrick up off his stool with still 20 seconds remaining before the round was due to start. He was ready to go. He wants to get into it.
I think both boys are going to just give it everything they've got. The gold medal's on the line. The silver for the loser. It's anybody's fight here. This is a really exciting, closely contested bout between two top quality boxers.
The Sri Lankan just misses with that signature right hand. He trails by 1.
The right hand has been a winner right throughout the series for the little Sri Lankan. He's been deadly with it. Throwing it double, triple, right hand after right hand there. Caution
from the Australian referee Stephen Warne. No scoring punches through the first 45 seconds of the round. Wanniarachchi tagged him with a left hook.
Yeah.
And levels it up.
Another one.
And again it is in front, Baz.
Yep. Good punching there by the Sri Lankan.
How ironic's that? It's been in his right hand all through the tournament.
It's a left hook.
Consecutive left hooks, levels the scores, and now puts him in front by one.
God, I never knew he had a left hook. That was unbelievable. He's thrown that many right hands.
Well, I don't think Sean McGoldrick did either.
No,
and now finds himself behind.
Unbelievable. Oh, strong punching from the Welshman there as he fires back. Both boys.
Can the teenager respond? They butt heads like a couple of old billy goats.
Halfway through the third and final round, the Sri Lankan's got his nose in front. It's still anybody's fight.
McGoldrick tries to wing in a right hand outside the scoring zone. Big right hand over the top. The Sri Lankan clinging to a 1-point lead.
He's certainly clinging to it. It's anybody's fight still. McGoldrick walking up, tries a big right hand. Is he starting to get desperate? Poor, close there.
He pulled the arms down of the Sri Lankan and then tries to bully him. He'll get a quick caution for that.
We haven't seen McGoldrick fight like this. He's really letting his hands go, Bruce, isn't he?
It's fantastic stuff from both fighters.
Yes.
And you're right, it's the most offence we've seen from Sean McGoldrick, and he's going to need every ounce of it in the last 50 seconds.
Unlucky there a couple of times. He's continued to throw punches. The Sri Lankan hanging on to a very slim 1-point lead. 40 seconds are remaining in the third round. The gold medal final. And it's even.
It must have been that short right.
And the Welshman, I thought, landed there with a right hand.
Wanniarachchi now fires back. It gets a bit ugly. Fatigue kicking in.
Inside 30. Next scoring punch will probably win it if we get one before the bell.
It would be a golden punch. The left hook just missed from Wanniarachchi.
Both boys swapping
mouth guard out. The mouth guard out.
I think the Sri Lankan's lost his mouth guard. Clock stopped at 19 seconds remaining.
So they both looked down at their corners. Well, of course, Wanniarachchi is in his own corner. McGoldrick looked down at his. They'd be aware of the score. A golden punch here.
What a nail-biting final this is.
McGoldrick fires first. Tries to get through with the uppercut. Wanniarachchi with that left hook just missed.
Is it going to be all tied up? We're inside. Oh, no, and the Welshman lands. He didn't get it.
Didn't get a point. It's going to go to the judge.
3 seconds
go to the judges.
To the bell. Oh, the right hand on the bell.
Right on the bell. Wanniarachchi thought he'd landed. He did land, but it didn't register. We're tied up at 7 points each.
Wow.
We'll have a recount of the judges' scorecards, and if they still can't separate them, it will purely be a decision, a subjective decision by each judge, best of 5 or best out of 5, as to who they thought was the better boxer with the better style throughout the fight.
Well,
and how do you separate that? They were both terrific.
Fantastic. They were both absolutely fantastic.
Winner on points, 16-40 in the red corner, Manju Wanniarachchi.
Wow.
So the recount, 16-14. They take away the highest and lowest score. And Manju Wanniarachchi pips Sean McGoldrick with the recount, 16-14. He bows to all sections of the crowd. Disappointment for the Welsh teenager. He was magnificent this afternoon.
Wasn't he ever?
Manju Wanniarachchi wins gold for Sri Lanka in the bantamweight division. What a marvellous final.
Unbelievable final, right down to the wire. And, you know, even the judges, right at the end, was so close. Incredible. Great performance from the young Sean McGoldrick, who's got an awesome future at 18 years of age, the Welshman.
Overcome with emotion, Manju Wanniarachchi. The pictures tell the story there. That's how much gold means to that 30-year-old.
How close can a fight be? That was unbelievable. That was
so the judges,
exciting.
they take away the highest and lowest score.